Good morning. Okay, so issue today, right now, this morning, is from a phone call I received um, from an individual who has not worked in 4 years, has had 4 years of a workers' comp claim going on, um, and was thinking maybe she should file for Social Security disability. Hmm. Well, if that person believes that they have been unable these 4 years to work full time at any occupation, not just the one that they got hurt in or other ones that they were trained in, but all occupations full time. She can't do a sitting one, can't do a standing one for medical reasons, impairment reasons. 4 years is a very long delay. I don't care that there's workers' comp going on. That is definitely not a reason to delay. I know there are other videos on this, but here's a pure example of 4 year delay. What does this mean now? Can she file? Yes, she can. She's insured, and her date less insured will be in another year. That means she has 1 year left to get very robust evidence of her impairments and how they limit her. This means diagnostics, um, conservative therapies, any surgeries if they're needed, if that's something that she chooses to do. 1 year, all the evidence has to be born this last year, aside from what has already been born. But remember, if it was workers' comp and that was the only impairments that existed in her life, then workers' comp controlled her choices. She didn't have choices to treat as she wished. So I can anticipate there's going to be some limited evidence there from the workers' comp, as per the workers' comp carrier who controlled everything. And usually they err on the side of too little treatment and too little choices for the injured worker, in my opinion. If I had spoken to her years ago, not that we would necessarily have filed right off the bat, because sometimes there's a strategy for developing evidence before you file, of course, but there are probably other impairments that are not under the umbrella of the workers' comp carrier that they have control over. And those are the impairments that one should really be focusing on separately and aside from workers' comp, because workers' comp can't control them and can't say no. So, important thing to find out and to not delay filing for 4 years. There's one shot at the apple now for her. One. And if this had been something different, it would be potentially you give your best bet, earlier on, and hopefully have prevailed then. And then if not, you still had another chance, and you could even more robustly build that evidence if the amount she had been unable to win on before. You can often tell from a decision what the judge would have liked to have seen to be able to award. What was strong in his or her mind that didn't quite put it over the edge for fully disabled. So 4 year wait, not good. I don't even know of a single instance where that would ever be recommended. So if you have a workers' comp claim and you think you shouldn't be filing because you have one, again, completely false. If anyone tells you otherwise, they are wrong, by and large. So take it up, figure it out, but you're really screwing your chances of having a successful Social Security disability claim if you wait until you have no more window. Date less insured, follow up on those videos, and it'll explain more about that window in which you have to have birthed your evidence. Okay. All righty.